Every ride has a few small problems that nobody warns you about. Drivers who don't see you until they're already close. A lock that looks strong until you actually inspect it. A phone that shakes itself loose halfway through a route. The 11 items in this list all target one of those gaps, and they cover safety, security, and navigation from very different angles. Some are genuinely worth the money. A couple only make sense for a specific kind of rider, and at least one overlaps heavily with another item further down the list. So let's go through them in order and sort out which is which. Bike safety flag pole. This is the least technical item here and also the most misunderstood. It's a multi-section fiberglass rod that bolts to the rear axle with a steel bracket, carrying a reflective nylon flag well above your wheel line. The point isn't brightness, it's height. Cargo bikes, recumbents, child trailers, and other low-profile setups sit below a driver's natural sight line, and the flag pushes a visual marker back up into it. The known weak point is flex fatigue in the pole itself over time. If you ride upright on quiet roads, you probably don't need one. Super bright bike light set. Most riders start here, and for city use that's reasonable. You get a front white and rear red unit, both USB-C rechargeable, with multi-mode pulse patterns and IPX5 weather sealing. Understand what this set is for, though. It's a be-seen system built around nighttime road legality, not a light that shows you an unlit path. IPX5 covers rain and spray, but it isn't a submersion rating, and water ingress is the common failure point. Good value for commuters. Anyone riding genuinely dark roads should look at item 6 instead. Alarm bike chain. Lock set. Security gets noisier here. The chain uses 8 to 10 millimeters hardened alloy links inside a cut-resistant nylon sleeve, and the lock body carries a motion-activated vibration sensor, rated at 110 decibels or higher. That combination gives you 2 layers, a physical barrier plus an audible deterrent that draws attention while someone is still working on it. Worth being realistic, though. An alarm is a deterrent, not a guarantee, and the recurring complaint with sensor locks is false triggering from passing traffic or knocks. Best suited to high-theft urban areas and e-bike owners. V19. Bike Multi-Tool Kit. 19 tools in hardened CR-V steel, folded into a slim chassis with a carrying case. You get hex keys from 2 up to 8 millimeters, a Torx T25, spoke wrenches, open wrenches, screwdrivers, and an integrated chain breaker. That chain breaker is the part that earns its place, because a snapped chain is the one roadside failure that ends your ride outright. The limitation is leverage. Short folding tools round out bolt heads if you lean on them hard. So this is a get-home kit rather than a workshop replacement. Compact U-Lock bike cable. If you only buy one security product, this is the more conventional choice. The shackle runs 12 to 14 millimeters hardened steel with a double deadbolt mechanism, and it ships with a 1.2 meter braided steel cable. Keep the rolls straight. The U-Lock secures the frame to something solid, and the cable is only for wheels or a saddle. Cables are cut quickly and shouldn't carry the main job. Compact shackles also limit what you can physically lock to. Check the sold secure tier before buying, since that's the meaningful benchmark. 850 lumen bike front light. Now we move from being seen to actually seeing. This one puts out 850 lumens through anti-glare cutoff optics inspired by the German STVZO standard, which shapes the beam downward instead of blasting it into oncoming eyes. Battery capacity sits in the 2,500 to 3,200 mAh range, and thermal throttling is built in. That last detail is worth knowing. On maximum output, the light may step down as it heats up, so quoted runtimes at full brightness are optimistic. Overheating and gradual battery decline are the failures to watch. Wireless GPS bike computer. This is the navigation core of the list. Multi-GNSS tracking across GPS, GLONASS, and Galileo. A sunlight-readable display, and sensor pairing over ANT+, and Bluetooth for cadence, heart rate, power meters, and radar units, with route sync to platforms like Strava and Komoot. For endurance riders and tourers, the appeal is a screen that stays readable in daylight without draining your phone. The trade-offs are the usual ones: occasional satellite drift and Bluetooth dropouts. If you ride casually and your phone already handles routing, this is hard to justify. Bike phone handlebar mount: a universal cradle or clamp mount, fitting handlebars from 22.2 to 31.8 millimeters, with 360-degree rotation. It's cheap, it fits almost anything, and for slow city navigation, that's usually enough. But this is where paying the least can backfire. The documented weakness is phone slippage under handlebar vibration, and a basic cradle offers retention only, with no vibration isolation. On smooth tarmac at commuting speeds, fine. On rough surfaces, or with an expensive phone, Item 11 addresses exactly this problem in a more deliberate way. Helmet-mounted LED light. A bar light points where the bike is going. A helmet light points where you're looking, and on twisting single track, those are rarely the same direction. This unit weighs under 100 grams, mounts to the shell, and adds a small red rear accent LED. Beyond trail use, it's genuinely handy at blind junctions, where turning your head puts light directly on the driver about to pull out. Treat it as a supplement, not a replacement. Added helmet weight can feel unbalanced on longer rides. Bike radar, camera tail light. This is the most capable item on the list and the most specialized. It combines a 24 GHz millimeter wave radar that detects approaching vehicles from beyond 140 meters, continuous 1080p loop recording with G-sensor incident detection, a smart tail light, and ANT+ or Bluetooth alerts. Paired with the GPS computer at number 7, approaching traffic appears on your screen. It's awareness support, not collision protection, and it doesn't replace shoulder checks. Expect occasional false positives and plan around the battery draw. Built for road riders on fast, open routes. Bike phone mount case system. This closes the loop on item 8. Instead of gripping your phone from the outside, you buy a dedicated shock-absorbing case that twists into modular stem or bar bases through a dual-stage lock. The important part is the vibration dampener, which is specifically designed to reduce the high-frequency buzz that can damage a phone's optical image stabilization. It reduces that risk rather than eliminating it. The catch is the ecosystem. Your case has to match your phone model, so upgrading your handset means buying in again. The right pick here depends entirely on where and how you ride. A city commuter is better served by a solid lock and a visible light set than by radar. A road rider covering fast open miles gets far more from items 7 and 10 working together. Links to everything are in the description. Tell me in the comments which one you'd actually put on your bike or which cycling problem you want covered next. Subscribe if you'd like more of these.